Hello again, traders. Right, I have been chatting to AI about the best way to distribute, if you like, the signals from the EA. And after about 25 minutes chatting to it, it suggested this thing you're looking at now, this calculator. I didn't prompt it at all, apart from just it throwing ideas at me and based on what's going on out there. And then it put together this thing, and this is the first instance. It took it about a minute, and it is a fully working calculator. This is take two of this video because I messed it up, but this is I don't think this makes any difference apart from suggesting what the back test showed on $1,000. That was my starting point with the conversation, really. And it came up with this, and it's sort of blown me away actually, because the whole thing works. It shows you exactly. So this will go on some sort of website, I presume. I don't even know how to, at this stage, incorporate it into a page. But say you want to risk, because the risk is entirely yours, of course, if you get involved in this, 5 grand, then the pricing changes accordingly, and it tells you exactly what your monthly profit will be after fees, 342,441 annually. And it came up with all of this itself. This is the first instance it produced. 2.2 months to break even. So if we change that, I've got one that produced 700%. So if we change that to 500, see what happens. Fixed tiers. Holy crap. Remember, I think it was about 400 quid monthly profit before, $400. That's just insane. Now, this is a good point in the conversation, my one-way conversation with you, that they can go 3 months, 4 months in flat, as it were, and that would drive most people insane. So it's got to be thought about very, very carefully about whether you get involved in this stuff and how much you risk, of course. So there will be all the legal disclaimers and things before anything happens. But this, I just wanted to put this up while I think of it, because if I don't, it will never get done probably. But the power of AI is just, it's almost unimaginable really to me now, what you can produce. I mean, this is the result of one comment the AI gave to me, a suggestion, I should say. Shall I produce a calculator for you, like that? It's like, all right, then go on. And I had no idea this was. I asked for a table, just a fixed table, but it just threw this out. I mean, it's unbelievable. Bearing in mind also, if you need to find out about the progress, and this has been a long 4 or 5 year journey since COVID, I decided to mess around with automation, and it's not something you can farm out really, because they're just still your ideas. So it's been a interesting and very rewarding journey. So let's put a stupid number in there. $100,000. And bear in mind also, guys, if you're in the UK, you can use spread betting companies for this sort of stuff. So no tax whatsoever, providing, I think you'd be perfectly safe if you had an alternative income, another job as it were. And the taxman apparently leaves you entirely alone. That's clever. I didn't even know there was out text done there as well. Please enter a valid value. Two nearest valid values are 99500 and 100 500. Jesus, it did it all itself. So back to the point, expected monthly profit, net monthly profit 38k. Value analysis 7.2. Customer keeps 92.8. I mean, that it came up with all these ideas. That sounds extremely fair to me. 9.9 months to recover annual cost. ROI on subscriptions. Oh, that's just insane. Profit share. This will hit the customer badly. Yeah. But it gets better the lower amount you use, I presume. 1.8 months, yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, these are all just insane numbers. But it's a great tool to have, I think. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling on. Regarding the EA 3crbot, it's going extremely well. I think in reality, it would take 10 people 10 years to see the full potential of some of the ideas I've got. I've had to focus on just a few instruments in order to get to this point where I can even consider safely sharing what it does. You know, any of you that want to get involved with it, you know, this tells you exactly what it would potentially. Bearing in mind I only thought of it today. I think $1,000 is pretty fair minimum consideration for risk, as it were. And the bot will do its job. Monthly subscription. That's wrong. That can't be right. What's going on here? Oh, is it related to that? Oh my God. Maybe I missed that. Maybe I'm being thick. That looks a little bit high. Yeah, it's very high. That's silly. That's not going to work at all. Need to profit share. So 4.3 months break even. 4 months break even. Oh, that's interesting. £55 a month, dollars rather. Expected monthly profit. Net monthly profit. You know, this is in a perfect world, of course, but if you have 3 months of drawdown, you ain't going to be a happy bunny, which is why I've focused on producing, as per Dean's idea, and it was always in the back of my mind anyway, focused on producing multiple EAs. I didn't even think about mentioning that to the AI, but yeah, in fact, we did have, but it hedged on that conversation about offering discounts for multiple instances. So yeah, I need to go back to the drawing board and have a chat with it again about that. But fascinating. I'm just blown away by this calculator. Actually, I didn't even give it a thought. Like I say, I asked for a static table. Didn't expect this thing at all, which is brilliant. Just shows you the power of AI in creating ideas. Anyway, sorry for rambling, guys. Things are moving quite quickly now, and in terms of results as well, because as I've said many times on my Twitter feed, I would not feel happy unless I felt that this was, 99% as well thought out and reliable as I could possibly make it all. Okay, thanks for listening. Have a great day. I will.